me go to the website.
What up, everybody? It is me, JB, and we here with Really B. So y'all know we here to discuss this week's Beyond the Gates. This 134 through 139.
I'm not sure.
I was just looking at the shit and I still ain't get it.
Yeah, 134 through 139. Yeah.
All right. So bes- besides Monday's episode, because I was watching James Earl when he did his live Monday, and I hadn't watched that episode, and I agreed with James. Monday's episode was terrible to me. But other than that, how'd you feel about this week?
I feel the same way. Again, I knew this week was going to be a long week because I knew that a lot of the storyline this week was going to be Doug, and we don't care about none of that. So I knew it was going to be a long week. This whole thing with Jacob and the job situation and the cop, like, again, I feel like, and I understand that in the soap opera, you can't focus on every storyline every day, but I feel like when they bring us, the one thing I will say is they bring us these stories and then they drop it for weeks at a time. So then it's like when it comes back around, we kind of are like, oh, I feel like they had some momentum going with Jacob and his partner, and is he dirty? Is he clean? Was his father in on it? How much does his father know? And then it's like they dropped the ball until the Martin storyline. And by that time, it was like, but wait, what's been going on all this time with Jacob and his partner? Like, what's been going on with that? Right. And the Joey thing. So I feel like some of these storylines, in my opinion, they're not doing a good enough job of keeping us engaged and caring, because they go away for so long and then it comes back and it's like, you ain't been talking about this. So I knew this week was going to be one of those weeks because, again, I don't think, at least me, I know me and you, we just don't care about the Joey and all of that. Like, we just don't care.
So since I'm not gonna talk about Joey first. We'll see, and y'all know we still gonna do it and y'all know I go day by day. But to get the one storyline out the way that I don't give a flying fuck about, Ashley, Derek, even throw Naomi and Jacob in it, right? Because this week, which I'm gonna keep it real with you guys, because there were days that I watched it on television, but I had to go back and rewatch it. And in the rewatch, your boy, I fast forward every time I saw Ashley and Derek and any of them on my TV. So I do know that the whole basis of this week with those two was Derek's out of the hospital, right? He's moved back into Ashley's place. Naomi and Jacob went over to how would you say they went over there to safety proof the house, I guess you would say.
Well, no, make it more accessible.
Yeah, more accessible for him. So this is where Jacob found out that Derek has a little bit of feeling in his leg. So Jacob feels that Derek should tell Ashley he has a little bit of feeling in his leg. Derek is like, he wants to wait until the wedding. How would it look if I can stand up on our wedding day? I said, Derek, sir,
that is only for Harlequin romances. Okay, that is not. Nobody is going to be happy with that, sir.
But I will say I even though Derek, Ashley, and they get on my nerves, I do understand where he's coming from with, yes, I may have feeling in my legs, but I don't want to sit here and get Ashley's hopes up.
And I can understand that.
But also I do feel like with Derek, I do feel that Derek probably feels that with Ashley, this engagement might be an engagement of convenience, pity, stuff like that. I don't think Ashley really wants to be with Derek. Because, you see her face when she found out that Andre and Danny got married. So that's all I got. You got anything?
No, because I don't really care.
So yeah, that's really all we got, you guys. So now also this week, like Really B said, was pretty much heavy on the Vanessa, Doug, and Joey stuff. But we'll talk about that once we get into it, because I have my little thoughts and opinions on that. Actually, I can say it right here, right now. I think Doug is I don't think he's quote unquote dead. I think because in soap opera world, television world, if you don't see a body, bless you, bless you. Don't assume.
Excuse me.
Bless you.
Thank you. Number one, we didn't see a body. And then the other thing that's always sketchy in soap opera world is, oh, it burnt, the body burned up and his car exploded into flames. So even the body they find, they can't,
Identify. Yeah. Bless you.
Excuse me. Thank you. I don't know if Doug is going to come back immediately or if they're just keeping the door open to bring him back at a later time.
It could be
But
keeping
I
it.
definitely, I'm with you. That's the first thing I thought too was,
Yeah. So Monday, like I said earlier, if y'all just coming in, if y'all heard me, I hated Monday's episode. It was one of the worst episodes that I think I've ever watched of this show. Because like I said, I was watching James earlier this week, and like I agree with James. If I had just tuned into this show for the first time on Monday, I would have never came back because that episode, and it was just a few scenes in that episode that was so terrible because we started up with Bill, Chelsea, and Naomi at the country club having dinner, and Bill wants to make this a regular family thing where they invite Jacob and Madison, and they were like, and Naomi's like, how does mom feel about this? I was like, Bill. He said he had a conversation with Danny, not about this. You and Danny did not talk about this. Like I have. Now y'all know. I know everybody said y'all are warming up to Bill. JB is still not warming up to Bill. Bill is
I'm
still
warming up to Bill. Like, I still think Bill is a horrible person, but I'm saying, like, I'm warming up to him and like enjoying watching these stories with him. Like
Mhm.
in the beginning, when it was time for him to be on the screen, I was like, oh, but I'm finding him funny now, and I'm finding him like him and Danny's banter in the beginning. I did not enjoy because I was like,
Mhm.
he is such an asshole. But
Mhm.
now I'm actually starting to enjoy their back and forth and their banter.
Mhm.
Like the way he rolled. I mean, we'll get there, but the way he rolled up on her this week was hilarious to me.
It was. It was.
And it actually now Danny is starting to remind me of the Erica Kane of it all,
Mhm.
with her short-sighted stunts, her what's the word I'm looking for, her last minute decisions, her I'm gonna do this stupid thing and everybody else has to deal with the consequences of me doing something stupid. And now, and her and Ted, I mean her and Bill are now reminding me of Erica and who was that guy? I mean she had many, but who was one
Jackson.
who I'm thinking about?
Jackson.
Jackson, yes. Like they literally now they're playing this cat and mouse chess game, and it is actually enjoyable to me now. So that's what I mean when I say, because I still think Bill is an ass, but
Right.
it's actually enjoyable to me. And I'm actually looking forward to whatever Haley's. I don't know what the Haley what she got going on, but I'm here for it. Whatever it is, Haley, I'm ready to see it.
Speaking of Haley, let's talk about him. She needs some damn friends. If
She
I
really does.
if I see Caroline go over to the house one more fucking time, well, Caroline is not your friend. Caroline is a friend. I won't even say by proxy, but Caroline is a friend because of her employer, because you guys work together.
Yeah, she's not
Bill,
your friend, girl.
mm-mm. If
Please
Bill
don't be
would
fooled into believing she's your friend because she's not.
exactly, if Bill divorced Haley today, so would
And
Caroline.
she told you that. Like she let you know that when she was like, I outlasted the last wife. Like she's letting you know, girl, at the end of the day, my loyalty is to my job and to Bill. Like
Hmm.
I don't even think her loyalty is to Bill. I think her loyalty is to her job. Self-preservation.
Absolutely, it is. So I'm gonna ask you a question about this, and in the chat y'all can chime in too. So Nicole was talking to Anita, right, about Ted sleeping with Leslie. When it comes to Nicole, I'm so confused, uh, and I get it. She's upset because Ted did it, but you filed for divorce. So, like, what do you think about that? Like, what is your opinions on that? when it comes down to it, because I'm just confused. It's like Nicole wants him back, but then I don't know.
I think what Nicole wants is what we've all been saying. I think Nicole wants him to fight for her. And I
Mhm.
don't think she feels like he's fighting. Of course, she's hurt. And I'm sure in the beginning, she probably never wanted to see him again. But
Mhm.
as the days go on and that bed feel lonely and you start thinking about your life together, I think she wants I think she wants to be able to trust before they can have the conversation. She has to be able to trust that what he's saying to her is going to be real. And I don't think she's there yet. But I think ultimately she wants him to fight. And he's not. He's just not. And then this last little situation, again, we saw how it unfolded and we understood. But
Mhm.
at the end of the day, sir, you allowed yourself to be in that situation because you allowed Leslie to continue to have proximity to you. And we said that as well. Like, why do you keep letting her in your hotel room? Why do you keep going to her apartment? Y'all, we have phones.
We do.
We have cell phones. If you want to see her, you got FaceTime. Like, he's just being, and which kind of makes me think maybe Leslie ain't as crazy as we want to think Leslie is, and maybe it was more going on. Maybe it was deeper than what because we were like, oh, it was just an affair, but maybe it was deeper because you're acting like it was deeper, sir.
Yeah, it was weird.
Right? You could get on the Zoom, like. You
Mm,
do not have to keep going to that lady apartment to talk to her. And when she show up at your door, they got peepholes.
they sure
You
do.
know it's her. You don't have to let her in.
She makes it known it's her before she come before
Well,
you
that
even.
too. I mean, she's not hiding nothing. I mean, so I really think that's where Nicole is coming from. I think Nicole is like, you're not even fighting for us.
Mhm.
Because that's how I would feel. I mean, I can't put myself in her shoes, but I feel like if I were in her shoes, and yes, I'm hurt and I'm angry, but if it was even
Mhm.
this much, I would want to feel like he's fighting
Right.
because
Okay.
he's the one that did it.
Exactly.
And I just don't feel like he is. But that's just my opinion. That's my 2 cents on it.
So then, Harold, I see you in the chat, and this is about you. I'm moving on to your girl who is working my nerves. So Eva and Martin were at Orphy Jeans, and it's the fact that she's sitting here and saying, "Mama, the Dupree's this, the Dupree's that, and Ted this and Ted that." It's like, Eva, are you just as delusional as your mama is?
And is.
Because Ted ain't done well. Ted has done something to your mama, but not really. Nicole ain't done nothing to your mama. The Duprees ain't done nothing to your mama. Your mama is the one that's doing everything. Your mama wants to move right across the street from them people and cause hell against them people. Your mama has a vendetta against Nicole because she stole Ted from her. And I'm using air quotes like, Eva, get a grip. And then while they were talking, Tomas came in and sat down. I said, "Oh God, can he not read the room? What kind of attorney are you? Because can you not read the room? Can you not read the room, sir?" So he sat down with them, and Martin asked, "How are things with my baby sister?" I was like, "Well, technically, your baby sister is Eva, not Kat, because Kat is older than Eva by a week." But okay. But he said that things are good. So when he left, that's when Tomas told Eva what all happened. I'm like, Tomas, this is part of the problem right now that you go back and you tell Eva everything that's going on with you and Kat. On the flip side, Kat was having a conversation with Chelsea about what happened. And y'all know how I feel. I said it before and I'll say it again. When it comes to Kat's delivery is the worst there is. And I'm glad that she has somebody like Chelsea who can tell her when she's wrong and she listens to it, right? But when it comes to this whole thing with Tomas, I don't think that there's anything there between those two.
But she said, but to be fair, Chelsea, not to say, but Chelsea said the same thing that I said. Like, girl, it takes a lot for a man to open up. She said, I didn't feel like he was blaming you. I felt like he was trying to figure out what y'all need to do to fix it. Now, I
Mm-hmm.
agree, ain't nothing to fix because I think she's just not into him. And I think it's a combination of, like I said, when I think, because I wouldn't know, I think when you wait that long to have sex, you do have a high expectation. And I think part of it is a combination of her having this Harlequin romance expectation of what it's supposed to feel like. But I also think that, television shows and books and soap operas also make it seem like it's easy and that two people that like each other kiss and the sparks go off and everything works the way it's supposed to work. And that's just not, that ain't always how it comes down. Like sometimes y'all got to talk and figure out, what do you like? Do you like it like this? Do you like it like that? And I think that's what Tomas was trying to do. Now, again, ultimately, I just think the two of them are just not a good match. Absolutely. But I also think that for the next person, she needs to understand, like, okay, well, I need to talk. We're going to have to talk. It ain't going to be this easy. But that's just my opinion, Chad.
I agree. So then we get to the worst scene of Monday. Fucking Vegas.
That was horrible.
I never want to relive that scene ever again.
That was just terrible. I think it was a cute idea to have the Anita Dupree impersonator, like a Vegas impersonator, but that was it. That was the only thing.
I hated that too.
I thought it was cute. I thought it was a cute idea.
I hated that too. I hated the impersonator. But I can take the impersonator over Danny and Andre being belligerently drunk, and you can tell that they were acting like they were drunk. And it was like, oh my God, this acting it was terrible. They couldn't get the vowels out. I said, oh my God, will somebody please make this scene?
It was terrible. End. It just was bad.
It was horrible. So they got married. You got any thoughts?
None. Because we knew we predicted it. We knew what was going to happen. And, based on what we saw, everybody's reaction, we know what they're going to do for at least the next couple of weeks. They're going to play with it. They're going to play into it. So, yeah, I don't.
Cajun, I think you and I might agree on one thing. Andre dancing around, it was funny. That was funny to me. His dancing was funny. But that scene in itself
was just cringe.
Oh, God, that scene was horrible. Again, with the Anita impersonator, I thought it was kind of cute, kind of not cute at the same time, because it was like, it felt like it was an over exaggeration of Anita, especially them eyebrows. I was like, why did they do her eyebrows like that?
Yeah, because I think they didn't want her to look exactly. So I like the fact that they made her look different. Because then they showed her, this lady was a drinker, so I think they showed the puffy face, the more wrinkles. I thought it was a cute idea. Again, at the end of the day, it didn't save the scene, but I thought it was a cute idea.
It didn't save that scene at all. They could have kept that scene. Yeah, so we move on to now. So Tuesday, I think I'm gonna be in a minority when it comes to one particular scene, and I'm actually going to go ahead and talk about it. It's this whole Samantha wanting to have a relationship with June. So she was at Orphe Jean's, and Martin took her down there. And she told Martin not to tell Smitty. And we see as, June and Samantha, they were talking, getting to know each other. I thought it was cute. But when Smitty found out, Smitty went down to Orphe Jean's, and I saw it on social media, everybody like, Smitty is so rude. He being so nasty to June. And I was like, how would y'all feel if y'all set boundaries when it comes to your kids and one parent goes behind your back and doesn't tell you? This is the problem with Martin as it is now. Martin has kept stuff from Smitty. I agreed with Smitty. Y'all may disagree with me, but I was on Smitty's side. I wasn't upset with how he talked to June. None of that shit, because like Smitty said, we were there when you gave these kids up. We were there for all this stuff. We know what you did to them. Smitty is being a protective parent and saying, I want to protect I don't have a problem with you being around my kids, but it's going to be on my watch. When I say, yes, they can say that they want to meet you, but we're their parents. We set the rules. We set the guidelines for how this works. But like I said, I saw on social media where people were upset with Smitty. I wasn't. I was Team Smitty.
So, for me, it's a two-part situation. So let me say this. Mm-hmm. I do think that if Samantha wants to have a relationship with her mom, she's old enough to make that decision, and she should be allowed to do that. That is my opinion. But on the flip side, I understand where Smitty is coming from to say, number one, this is a conversation that we need to have together. And we agreed, or I thought we had agreed, that it was going to be A, B, and C. And the fact that you didn't tell me about it tells me that you were being sneaky, which is my problem, number one. Number two, we are already not together right now because I don't trust you. And once again, kind of like father, like son, you are not doing anything to build that trust. You can disagree with how I feel, but for you not to tell me and for you to let her manipulate us, that's a problem. While we're already, it would be a problem if we were good, but it's definitely a problem right now, knowing that we're not. And the whole problem is trust. So I have two opinions on it, because I don't think that Martin is wrong for allowing baby girl to have a conversation with her mom. It was in a public space. It's at Orphy Jeans. Everybody fucking know Orphy Jeans. She works at Orphy Jeans, so I mean, the likelihood of her acting a fool on her job, but I do think a lot of it is new. She just got off the street. She just got a job. Hell, she just went to the hairdresser. I mean, I understand where Smitty is coming from, but I also feel like Samantha is old enough to have a voice in the conversation. Now, if Samantha were 10 or something, but Samantha is in high school, knocking on, she old enough to get a job. She old enough to date. I think she's old enough to make a decision about whether she wants to have a conversation with her birth mom. That's my opinion. But I understand Smitty's feelings 100%.
Correct. I agree. Like, I get Smitty's feelings, and like I said, I'm not upset with how he spoke to June, because again, these are their kids, and these kids are minors, so they have to say so when it comes to them. And I agree with you. If Samantha wants to have a relationship with June, that's fine. But also, somebody said it's right here. V. Spencer said it's allowing minors to divide and dictate the dynamics in the house, and that's exactly what Samantha is doing. I think when it comes to Samantha, she's a daddy's girl to Martin. So I feel like with Martin, Samantha can get her. I feel like she has, Martin wrapped around her finger. Whereas when it comes to Tyrell has Smitty wrapped around his finger. So I think I agree with that. Speaking of Tyrell, him and Martin, they finally had a conversation with each other. Now, at first, I was like, how is this conversation gonna go? But they had a good conversation with each other. Hopefully, this is a start for this family to kind of come back together, and we'll see. What did you think about, because Martin and Tyrell talking?
I thought it was needed. I'm glad they had a chance to have the conversation. Because again, Martin got a lot of work to do. See, here's the thing that pisses me off about people. You do something to me, and I'm supposed to get over it when you're ready for me to get over it. It takes time. And yes, he's a child, but he has to process how he's going to process it. Again, going back to the situation that happened with the guy, I feel like Martin, not just who he was, but how Martin handled the fact that he was back in town. I think that So yeah, I'm here for it. I'm glad they have the conversation. I'm glad they're rebuilding their relationship or working on it, because they love each other, but
Yeah. So now this is the episode where we started seeing Doug and Vanessa, and can I be honest with you guys? I fast forwarded through the scene, so I don't know everything that happened.
The Doug Vanessa?
Yeah.
I
know on Tuesday he was arguing with Vanessa. They were at Uptown. He was drunk. I was like, I had to remember. I'm like, he did quit his job, because I'm like, dude, you spent a lot of time drinking. Like, you don't think that there's something wrong with you? And then his gambling. That's what we saw a lot of this week. Him drinking, him gambling. And I was like, okay, I can't continue to sit here and watch this. And then you got Vanessa over there with Joey. I was like, Joey must be putting it down on Vanessa, because sis is sprung, and she keeps saying her business partner. Girl, everybody in this town know who Joey is and know what Joey do. Why do you keep saying your business partner?
Ain't
Why?
nobody fooled, child. Ain't nobody fooled.
Like, he's not your business partner, but okay, if that's what you want to say,
Hmm.
cool.
If that's what makes you feel good, child.
Exactly. Also, the newlyweds, they woke up. They didn't want to come to the conclusion that they were married, but they finally looked at the paperwork and saw that they were married. I said, okay, what are we gonna do with this? So now they
There's
got to
got
be.
to be somewhere in Vegas that you can get that shit annulled because I feel like so many people go to Vegas and do these quickie marriages that they don't mean. There's got to be somewhere you could just file the paperwork and say we was drunk. Like I feel like they could have done that before they even left Vegas. I mean, I've never had a quickie marriage in Vegas, but I feel like there's a way you could do that. Cause I mean, I know people in my real life that have gone to Vegas and got married. Like, there's got to be a way that you can undo it without having to go through a whole legal thing. First of all, y'all were legally drunk. Is that even a legally binding
That's what
thing?
I was wondering. They were drunk as hell. They don't even remember it.
No, I know you can get it annulled, but what I'm saying is, I don't understand why Danny had to. Like, there's not some place you can go in Vegas and be like, we was drunk last night. Can we just file the paperwork here? Like, do you have to? Do you even have to leave the city first? I mean, you see what I'm saying? Like, why does Danny
Yeah,
have to call her attorney? There's not somewhere you can go in Vegas. You can't go down to the courthouse in Vegas and be like, listen,
we were fucked up.
we were fucked up. I mean, I'm sorry. I don't know. Because I always thought you couldn't enter, and I mean, I ain't trying to go too deep, y'all, but I always thought you couldn't enter into a contract if you were like drunk.
I thought so too. That's what that was real.
And they were, I mean, they were drunk.
They were. That's what I was thinking to myself. I was like, how is this marriage legal as drunk as Andre and Danny? When
Right,
I say
right. The papers
drunk,
weren't even filed yet. So if the papers weren't even filed yet, couldn't they just go down to the courthouse and withdraw that shit? Like, it just, again, I'm not trying to go too deep, y'all. I get it. It's a story and they making it a thing. I get that. But it just seemed to me like y'all got on a whole private jet and flew home. You couldn't stop by the courthouse? I
I
don't
don't know. So that was it for Tuesday. Now Wednesday, I feel like Wednesday because I only got two things in my notes for Wednesday because it really was mostly dealing with Doug. We saw Doug so much on Wednesday. I was like, oh God, what? But again,
because
I
that was his farewell, you know.
yeah, I knew. I was like, this is it for Doug. So again, like I said a few minutes ago, Doug was drunk off his ass. Then we see him at the casino. I said, oh God, here we go at the casino. But then I realized it because also I forgot to mention that Joey suggested to Vanessa they go somewhere. What did they go? Cancun, something like that.
Somewhere, some island child.
And I'm sitting here thinking to myself, Vanessa, you dumbass. Think about this logically. Put the context clues together. You, Bill, and Joey were sitting at Orphe Jean. Nope, y'all was sitting at Uptown.
Puerto Rico. They went to Puerto Rico.
Okay, they went to Puerto Rico. Y'all was,
Oh,
y'all was sitting at Uptown, right? Bill came in, had a conversation with him. You knew it was about Doug because you didn't want to leave. So now he asked you to go on a trip with him. You ain't thinking to yourself like, maybe he about to try to do something to my husband. That bell didn't ever ring in her. I'm like, maybe it didn't, but it would have went off in my head, right? So I realized at this point, I was like, Doug being at this casino is part of a plan. But I was like, how is this the plan? So he had the casino, typical Doug losing money, but then he starts to hit, and then we see Marcel. I was like, Marcel is Joey's Jason Morgan, but not a good Jason Morgan.
I'm about to say just not as fine. Cause
He's
that
not.
Jason Morgan, no, he's some kind of fine. I'm sorry, that's a
He's
fine. That's a fine assessment.
and he got tattooed, and he got a full sleeve now.
Yeah, he's got a full sleeve.
So I was like, okay. So while Vanessa and Joey are in Puerto Rico, Doug has some kind of epiphany. I don't know how a drunk person has that kind of epiphany to call his wife and say that he's ready to try to work things out with her. I was like, huh? But okay, maybe in Dougie's world, it makes sense, right? So he heard Joey in the background. I was like, Joey, you ain't slick, nigga. And Vanessa even said, did you have to do that? I was like,
Oh
girl,
yeah, he knew exactly what he was doing.
girl, that was part of his plan.
Absolutely.
So when Doug finally hit the money, we see Marcel take the money, talking about you ain't gonna need to where you going. I said, huh? And that was the last time we saw old Dougie boy. Now, like I said earlier in the live, do I believe that Dougie is dead? No. Now I've saw people have the theory that maybe Marcel took Doug and hit him somewhere. I don't think that. I just don't think that Doug is dead because again, in TV world, soap opera world, if you don't see a body, then don't assume that that person is dead.
Yep. And I don't think they're necessarily going to bring Doug back anytime soon, but I think they wanted to leave the door open.
Yeah.
But I don't think there's any plan to immediately bring him back, if I'm being honest. But I could see, down the road him coming back. But I don't know. I could be wrong.
Or maybe they'll just recast him.
Or they could definitely do that. I saw his whole he had a whole goodbye video.
He did. I saw that.
So that's why I think that for now he is gone.
Mm-hmm.
But I like you said, there's no body, no case. So I think that they'll reserve the opportunity to maybe bring him back if they choose to. I mean, honestly, right now, I don't see no reason to bring him back. I don't see a reason to bring him back. But in the future, they may want to in the future.
Melrose, you can type his theory in because now, like I said, I watched him Monday, but after that, because I was behind this whole entire week. But put in the chat what James's theory.
Yeah, what was James's? Yeah, put it in the chat.
We would love to know.
Because I told you I don't watch other people's reviews until I've done mine.
Right, me too.
So I usually go back and watch Trees and James and stuff after the fact. So because I don't want their opinion to sway my opinion or for me to be like, oh,
it's not like we're repeating what they're saying.
Yeah. Or
even though most times even though we mostly do be repeating, because people that I watch when I don't watch everybody's reviews until mine is done, but I watch their reviews and I'm like, damn, we literally say the same thing. So yeah, definitely put it in the chat what he said because I'm curious to know. But I will go back and watch later. Him and Treese.
Treese had a whole funeral for Doug. She is a fool.
She is. James said that someone said Bill is holding Doug to take Joey down. Oh.
Now I would love to see that.
That is a really good theory.
Oh, I like that.
And then Felicia Benson says, now what about y'all coming up with some good questions. Because what about Randy?
What about him? Okay. I see it. I see y'all. We see y'all.
Cajun, I was being nice. You were being nice, and then you decided to say this shit. Randy was on the phone with JB's sister when Bill walked in on her. That is, if you call that trollop my sister one more damn time. And Haley, again, baby, that girl loved not Haley, but whoever is behind wardrobe for Haley, they love to keep that woman in some leopard, some kind of animal print.
She even said that herself on her TikTok. She said one thing they're gonna do is keep Haley in some animal print. She said that herself, child. So whatever it is, I don't know who on that cast got a thing for animal print, but
they keep that girl in animal print. Because I was looking at that yellow dress, I was like, that's a form of animal. That's an animal. I don't know which one it is, but that's definitely an animal. So then we move on to Thursday. So this is where it comes out that Danny and Andre are married. Now, at this point, Danny and Andre want to get it annulled, right? And so everybody is upset. Vernon is upset. Anita's upset. Hell, even Bill was upset when Haley found out. Now, let's talk about Haley real quick. Ma'am, your insecurities really do seep through every time you mention Danny's name. It's like, girl. And I also really feel like when it comes to this, I still feel like it's the old notion of the way you get them is how you lose them. And I think that's what Haley is afraid of. The way that she got Bill, it might be the same way she loses Bill to Danny again. Like, that's how I feel.
I think that I think it's a combination. Again, y'all know I'm convinced that Haley's got some mastermind plan, so I'm still gonna put that over there to the side. But I think you're right. I think it's very much. I think she's realizing that what she thought she had over Bill to keep Bill, she's realizing. I mean, to get Bill, she's realizing it might not be enough to keep Bill. That at the end of the day, Bill and Haley do have a connection. They're connected, and they just can't leave each other alone. I think she thought being the young tenderoni was going to
Mhm.
hold Bill, and it ain't holding Bill. And here's the thing: Bill really hasn't done anything wrong. It's her insecurity. Like Bill, until Naomi got until Chelsea got
Kidnapped.
kidnapped, Bill really wasn't bothering Danny. I mean, they might have had a few nice conversations here and there lately, but
Mhm.
honestly, he really ain't been bothering Danny. Like for
Mhm.
real, he hasn't. So you're actually making it worse. And when he said to her, he said, Helly, I don't have time to entertain these your drama right now. See, now you're starting to remind him of Danny, and he don't like it.
Mhm.
He'll accept it from Danny, but he don't like it from you.
Oh, you guys, there's a scene that I did forget to mention, and I don't know which day this happened. June, when she met Ted, although she doesn't know who Ted is, and they were having a conversation about, him going through divorce. Now, did y'all catch that Ted was flirting with June at Orphy Jeans?
I don't know if I felt like he was flirting. I did see him talking to her. I mean, y'all think Bill was flirting
That gave a
with
little flirt.
Ted?
That gave a little flirtation with Ted because you notice when she said, "Oh, you're married,"
Mm.
it gave a little flirtation to me.
I don't want to see that. I mean, Bill. I mean, Ted. You already got crazy ass Leslie. You don't need crazy ass June. Like you just.
Yeah, and then she also met Anita. She was starstruck when she saw Anita.
Oh yeah, that was so cute. That
It
was
was,
cute.
she was starstruck when she saw Anita. But yeah, it gave a little flirty. But maybe I would say on not on his side, maybe on June's side, maybe.
Well, they said until she saw that ring.
Yeah, until she saw that ring. When she saw that ring, that was when she was like, "Oh, let me back up." So next, Danny. So Andre left because Nicole called him over, and he was like, "What's up, Auntie?" She said, "Don't you mean sister-in-law?" And so they showed him the um the picture. And I was like, why are y'all going so hard in Andre? It takes two to tango. Andre and Danny both went to Vegas together. Y'all know how Danny is. Y'all have been worried about Danny since y'all found out she went to Vegas. But y'all thought she went to Vegas with Pamela, and that was okay. But now that y'all found out she went with Andre and they got married, now y'all have an issue and y'all mad at Andre again. Both he and Danny were drunk. It takes two to tango. Y'all should have called him and Danny both over to the house. Now, while he's with Nicole and them, Bill comes over to the house, and Bill was pissed off. And I was like, "Ooh, Bill."
Bill was mad.
I was like, "Hmm." And he was like, "You talk," because y'all know she loved to call Haley his child bride. I was like, "Well, Danny, you can't talk too much about him no more because your husband is just around the same age as Haley." So
And to make it a little bit worse, like you watched your husband grow up. Like you've known him since he was a child. Like
ex-
I mean, I know that we've kind of moved past that, but you've known him since he was a child, Danny. Like that's a little freaky. That's a little cringe.
so when now I love Danny when he left. She was like, "Points." I was like, it is. It's definitely a point for you. You definitely got a point with that one with Bill. Bill is really pissed. That's what she said. Got him. Like you got him. You got him, Danny. He's pissed. Now, what happens next? We shall see when it comes to this.
So this is how I feel about that scene. I love how Andre got all of them together
Hmm.
because first of all, we grown. We are grown. We grown. We grown of the grown of the grown. We
Hmm.
grown. And Danny is the older one. So why are y'all calling him and making him out to be the blame when Danny is the one, that grown ass one, and he's the young one? Like why y'all putting him on the spot like he's supposed to be Danny's babysitter or something? Y'all knew they were dating. It's not like it would even be different if y'all didn't know they were dating. Y'all know they're sleeping together. Y'all know they're dating. And like he said, look, we were drunk, we're getting it handled. Like we're like it is, it's not that deep. And I love how he was like, well, all due respect. But he let them know it's not really it's not y'all business.
It ain't.
And it's really not y'all place to question it. We're grown. We'll handle it. And either we're gonna stay married or we're not. But at the end of the day, it don't have nothing to do with either one of y'all, with none of y'all. I loved how Andre handled that. Because again, y'all acting like Danny. Well, we know Danny and her drama, and we know this and we know that. Okay, so then why are y'all even upset? Like, come on, like y'all. This is the same lady that pulled a whole pow. Like, come on. In the grand scheme of things that Danny has done, this really ain't that bad.
Like, this is child's play.
Yeah, I was like, y'all need to really calm down. And I get it that Nicole is probably deflecting because she's dealing with her own shit. But even Anita and Vernon, explain yourself, young man. I'm not explaining shit.
We got drunk. We got married.
Like, I'm sorry, but I'm not explaining shit.
That's exactly. They were doing the most. And that's why I say, y'all have been worried about Danny this entire time. Every time y'all sit down and talk, it's about Danny. So why are y'all so shocked that Danny, y'all knew she went to Vegas? Even if she went with Pamela, let's say her and Pamela got belligerently drunk and her and Pamela got married. Would y'all be coming at Pamela? Pamela, how could you marry Danielle? Like, would y'all be doing that to Pamela?
And again, I almost wish I could understand that reaction if they did not know that day. I almost wish they didn't let it be known that Danny and Andre were dating. Because then I'd have been like, oh shit. Because if you didn't even know they were sleeping together and all of a sudden you see that they done went to Vegas and got married, I would almost understand the reaction then. But y'all know they sleeping together? You knew she was going to Vegas?
Right.
I don't know. I just feel like in the grand scheme of shit that Danny has done, I didn't feel like what happened warranted all that attention from Nicole. Now, from Ted, we know where that's coming from. But from Nicole,
like
y'all.
Like you just said, she pulled out a pow at their wedding. She broke into their fucking house and got drunk. Like,
that's why I thought it was funny when Danny gonna say to him, you ain't gonna knock, girl, you don't never knock when you go to their house.
I thought it was also funny when she told Andre, let's stay married a little bit longer.
Oh, girl, I knew that. As soon as she got that reaction out of Bill, I said, oh, this marriage ain't getting a no time soon.
I knew that too. I was like, girl, you definitely ain't finna get this one a no. You finna fuck with Bill as long as you can. And I'm here for it.
Again, I'm here for it because it's gonna bother Haley even more.
Oh, it really is. And that's what I'm here for. I was gonna say it's gonna bother Bill, but I don't even care about it bothering Bill at this point. I don't care about it bothering Bill. I care about it getting under the skin of Haley. That's what I care about. It's gonna drive Haley crazy to see Bill visibly upset that this woman, his ex-wife, who he's supposed to be over, has moved on. Because I mean, Haley saw him when he found out that they were dating. It's gonna be. I'm loving every minute of it. So then we move back over to Vanessa and Joey and now before I do get into that, I will say, y'all know I like Jacob, and y'all know that there are times that Jacob do get on my nerves, right? But when Jacob's son Marcel this week, I was like, oh, I'm talking about because Marcel got a new partner, and when Jacob talking about his Marcel's
about your boss.
Yeah, he said your boss. He was like, well, we both know your dad is my boss. He's like, no, not that boss. We both know that Joey is your boss, and he holds all the strings. I was like, ooh, Jacob.
Oh yeah, he got him.
I was like, come on, Jacob. Normally you get on my nerves, even though I do like Jacob, but normally you get on my nerves. But this particular moment, you didn't get on my nerves. I was like, you sunned the shit out of Marcel, and I was here.
And Marcel couldn't say shit.
He couldn't because he knew it was the truth. I was like, come on, but here's the thing, because we'll talk about it when we get to Friday. Because we know how Jacob is. Jacob is like a dog with a bone. Once he feels something is off,
Oh, he get on my nerves.
he
Oh,
don't let it go. But in certain instances, it's a good thing. And I think with this whole Doug thing, I think it's gonna be a good thing because he ain't buying everything. So, but like I said, we'll get to it on when we get to Friday. But so we're back. We're still in Puerto Rico. Vanessa. Let me talk to you real quick. When we got that opening scene where you were moaning, I said, "Girl, it can't be that good. It can't be that good." I don't think that Joey is putting it down like that. But okay, maybe he is. So Jacob was trying to call her to let her know that Doug is dead. So, like I said earlier, don't believe Doug is dead because they say Doug got drunk. There was a flags found in the car, and Doug hit a tree.
when have we ever seen Doug drink out of a flask?
Never. Doug,
That again, I ain't saying it's not him. I'm just saying, when have we ever seen him drink out of a flask?
like I was like, okay. And so they said the body burned, right? And they
Yeah.
need for Vanessa to come down to identify. Now, what I will say to Lauren, the actress, now you did do a good job of, because I honestly believe that you were actually grieving. But I think what it is with Vanessa is
A lot of guilt.
remembering. Yep, she's remembering that last conversation that she had with Doug, and now she's beating herself up. And she was like, my husband is dead. And I tweeted, I'm like, and you sleeping with the man that killed your husband?
Woo!
And she even asked him, Joey, did you have anything to do with this? And Joey said, no. I said, Vanessa, put the clues together. Like,
She know, because she even said when they first got there, she was like, now tell me why we're really here. She's not stupid. And even if right now she's probably in denial about it, but she know. She know.
and then he asked her to pull her ring off.
She know.
I'm like, girl, everything that's happened should be a glaring red flag that this man beside you is the reason for it. Sonny Corinthos would never do nothing like this. This is way too.
It's sloppy.
It's
It's too
sloppy.
sloppy.
Sonny would never,
Never.
in a million years. So yeah. So then we move on to Friday. Oh God, you guys. Y'all know how I feel. I think I've been saying it for the last what? How long has Leslie has this fucking money? How many weeks?
Y'all, listen, they y'all gonna have to break this thing down for me. How much money this woman have?
Oh God. So Friday's episode. Leslie is at Eva's hotel room. Leslie is telling Eva that the landlord sold the hotel, not the apartment that they live in. Then she says she feels she's gonna move into the hotel. And Eva was like, I was like, wait a minute, but Ted pays for this. So how you gonna move in here? Okay, this is part of Leslie's delusions, and I put that together immediately. But Eva not trying to stop, and I was like, Eva, this is why I say you're part of the problem. You go along with what you don't clock your mama and check your mama. You try to sometimes, but then you back off, within a few seconds of trying to clock her, right? So Leslie also says that she doesn't want Eva to be so dependent on her father. I was like, but again, lady, Eva said, but you kicked me out the house. She's like, yeah, I'm a little hot here. We know that, Leslie. That is not a shock to us. We know how you are, right? So then she says, I want you to have your own place, and I bought you your own place. I said, with what money? Like, this woman is really taking a
So
penny.
now you buying apartment buildings. Like, come on.
She is taking a penny, and when I say stretching the hell out of a penny, baby, she's stretching that penny because how did so you bought this apartment? Now then she called Peaches down with her that. If I have one other critique for Beyond the Gates, it's Peaches' wig. It's the wig on Peaches' head. That is a old grandma wig. If I ain't never saw a grandma wig in my life, and it's bad. And that woman can't be that old.
But she's sick. So I think they trying to age her like that, like show that she's sick.
Okay.
I mean, I don't know. I'm just saying.
So then Leslie decides to give Peaches a check. And Peach like, that's a lot of zeros. I said, where the fuck did this woman get some more zeros from on a check? Leslie got $1 million. I'm gonna repeat it one more time, you guys. Leslie got $1 million. Now I know she gets money, I know they said that she can still
She
get.
gets a. They say she gets an allotment every month, but it ain't even. It ain't been a month. Now, I say this every week until somebody gonna tell me, did we miss a conversation where the guy said, well, you're getting a lump sum and then moving forward every month you're gonna get this? Because unless she got a lump sum for like $20 million, girl, you done spent that same $1 million 10 times already.
Like, I was like, girl, how much money do you really have? Because you're buying this house that's across the street from Vernon and Anita. You got a country club membership. That ain't cheap. And really, we done been saying it for weeks that the house that Leslie is looking at behind the gates in DC
Millions.
area is more than what she got. So
I was looking at this week, and it made me think of Beyond the Gate. So this week,
okay. Here
what?
we go. Xavier says that the writer on Twitter says she's borrowing against the trust's collateral. The trust collateral. That's it.
So we supposed to know that? When did that conversation happen? Did we see her go to the bank?
We ain't saw nothing besides her get that one check for that $1 million. But it does make sense because remember when Vernon and Anita were trying to, they did say that the money will, if the money runs out, then she has no more, which she shouldn't.
Yeah, they're not putting any more money into it, so it's out. Yeah, the money once it's gone, it's gone. Mm-hmm. And she gonna be broke. She gonna be living in that house with the lights off, and
she gonna be with lights off, no water.
She ain't gonna be able to. Right, the gate gonna be broke. She ain't gonna be able to get the gate.
She ain't gonna have shit to her name.
6. I thought it was every month, but maybe it was every 6 months. At this point, listen, clearly the writers don't remember what the fuck they said either. I saw something online this week. A former Major League Baseball player who used to play for the Nationals here in the DC area. He put his house on the market, and it was a beautiful home in a gated community in Montgomery County, which is a little bit further outside of DC, out where Giselle lived, out in that area. Had of course it had a pool, it had all of the amenities, all of the things that and it was a custom built home, right? Mm-hmm. $3 million. And he put it on the market for $3 million. Even if he has to reduce it, he's not going to reduce it to under $1 million. So I'm saying all that to say that just gives you guys an idea of, they want us to believe that Belmont Crest is this upper echelon, like, the Dupree's house is so big, they have an east wing and a west wing, and they got a full-time maid, and all of these things that they want us to. Danny's got a whole guest house on her property. Like, they want us to believe that these houses are these extravagant. So in the DC area, a house on that level is on the market for $3 million. You mean to tell me that Leslie not only paid but doubled it because she wanted them people to sell the house? So we're talking about she paying $4 or $5 million, even if we just gonna keep it at $3 million. Like we said, we saw her get a check for $1 million. And we know that she's bought, like you said, the country club. I mean, they ain't show her go to the car dealership, but I'm sure she bought one of them too. Then she just bought Eva a condo. And now she about to live in a hotel. Well, Ted paying that bill, but I'm just saying, you about to live in a hotel for the next however many weeks. Bye.
You mean months, probably. Because remember what she said, what she wanted to do with that house. She's just tearing that house down to build a moat. Bye. Good luck to her. But I was just like, when I saw her give Peaches a check, I was like, girl, where is this money coming from? But even if it's a trust, I would think you could only take out a certain amount of money at a time. This woman has been spending since she got that money. It's like that money never ends in her personal, in her world, maybe it don't end. But I also think we have to remember, when it comes to Leslie, she did say that she was bad with money. And we saw.
That's why she's going to be broke again.
We saw that because
Mm-hmm.
remember she got that 50,000 from Ted at the beginning of the season
And she spent it.
on them wigs and clothes. But okay,
She playing with Jules Monopoly money.
saw that. Oh shit. So moving on, we see Marcel. So Marcel feels like since the job is done, he can now go ahead and retire. I said, sir, say what now? Why would you feel that you can retire? You're in Joey's, like, Joey owns you. Kind of like what Jacob said to you. And when he was talking about, yeah, I'm gonna go in retirement, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that, I'm gonna do this. And Joey was like, not so fast. You're gonna stay put because I need you to be local. He's like, you got a job for me? Nigga, he ain't got no job for you. He telling you don't take your raggedy ass no motherfucking where. And I was like, you should know that. Like, how long you been on this man's payroll? You and Randy get the same stupid. Like, you and Randy get the same dumb.
You said y'all get the same stupid.
Because what? No. You got any thoughts?
No, I mean, again, Marcel ain't going nowhere. You gonna listen? You're not going nowhere, Randy. And let me say this, and I ain't trying to be. Y'all tell me if I'm going too far left. Let me know. Say really be going too far left. I'm not saying that I think Joey is racist, but I just don't like the way he be talking to Marcel and Randy like they so stupid. Is it me?
No.
Same thing with Doug. Doug was a whole fucking neurosurgeon, and I feel like you really be talking to these people like they stupid. Not that you feel like you're like you, but then again, he talked to Vanessa the same way. So I don't know, Shaq.
I had thought about that once before. It was the way he talked to Randy. I was like, the way.
Yeah, he really did talk to Randy bad.
I mean, I get that Randy is your employee, but damn, you ain't got again. Y'all, I know some of y'all don't like when we talk about other soap operas, but Sonny has never disrespected Jason ever. They are business partners. Even though Jason is the enforcer, he does the hits and stuff. Sonny still has, but that's because they're friends with each other too. At the same time, Sonny and Jason have a relationship that sometimes I don't understand, but they have they have a relationship with each other. And even like I know you say he's Joey speaks the same way to Vanessa. Sonny don't even speak to Carly like that, but Carly would have it.
Yeah, I was about to say they be clawing. They be rolling around on the damn floor. Carly be like, I don't know who the fuck you think you talking to.
Xavier, Sonny do talk to Diane crazy sometimes, but Sonny knows that he can
Now
only.
Sonny has talked to people crazy, but you have to be on that level. Like, I feel like Joey talks to everybody that way. Sonny, because like, who's the what's the chick name that got the baby by Sonny, his youngest child?
Ava.
He be talking to Ava crazy as fuck.
He do.
But Ava deserve it.
Yeah, Ava's a bitch.
Yeah, Ava deserves it.
Yeah, but like I said, he has talked to Diane crazy, but Sonny knows that he can, like, Diane is his attorney, and Diane always gets him off. So Diane don't take anything that Sonny, she don't take it to heart. Because, he definitely has some, but Joey is just straight disrespectful to everybody. So we see as Vanessa told Nicole about Doug. And so Nicole asked her, like, have you told the twins yet? I was like, are we going to ever meet these invisible twins?
Looks like we meet them next week, child.
Because I was like, we've been talking about these twins since the beginning of this show. The show started in February, right? And we're in September. February. Like you said, I think you said it last week. Like, damn, no summer break. But I think somebody must have been figured that we were gonna ask that question. Like, no summer break. But Donnell, I think that's the boy's name. He was in France, is what Vanessa says. So, they're talking, and Nicole, said, well, I'll go with you to see the kids. And Joey, oh God, Joey. Once again, Vanessa, if you don't stop saying that this man is your business partner, I wish you would stop saying that. Even to Jan works for you. So how you gonna sit here and say to Jan, oh, this is my business partner, girl? What? No, ma'am. No, ma'am. Not your business partner. So that's really where they're gonna go to the school. And like really we said, I know for sure we're meeting the boy next week, Donnell. I've been seeing this comment. Somebody said, so why Donnell look Mexican? We sure dug the daddy. No, no, Vanessa. I did see people say that that boy does look Hispanic.
So this is what I'm gonna say, and so my best friend, her husband is white and her children are mixed, and I can show you a picture of her son. Her son look Mexican.
Mm-hmm.
I can show y'all a picture of her son, and
Well,
y'all be like, "Oh, he actually looks like that baby."
I got a little cousin that, well, he's biracial, but he when he was born, he looked like a little, and he's still kind of handsome. You look at him, but we know he's ours because he has our features, but he do look a little, a little Hispanic little boy, but
Got that curly hair.
mm-hmm.
I'm gonna need for really be to get these people's name. Who name did I fuck up? Who names it? Who? I thought I did pretty good today with the names. Who name I get wrong?
I know you done mixed up Ted and Bill a few times, but you caught
y'all know who the fuck I'm talking about. If we talking about Bill, y'all know I'm talking about Bill.
not to nitpick, but thanks to Carl. Oh, you're right, Xavier. Carly is the mother of Sonny's younger child, Donna.
Oh, child. Okay, you right. My bad.
Donna.
No, you're not nitpicking. I just forgot, child. I forgot.
Donna, that's right. But yeah, you guys. So that's it. So like we said, next week it looks like we're gonna meet Donnell. I guess Naomi and Jacob are pregnant.
Yeah, and remember Naomi didn't want kids, so I don't think she's happy about it.
Now, see, what would have made sense is if Naomi had already, when we were talking about Haley and the whole pregnancy thing. Remember, we said that the oh god, I'm laughing at Xavier's comment, but when it comes down to what would have made sense with Haley being pregnant is if she pretended to be pregnant alongside Naomi and something happened to the baby and then she stole the baby.
Ooh.
That would have made more sense.
Ooh.
That would have made sense to me.
Oh.
But yeah, got I think what else did I see in Chelsea Cat, y'all know the bag is coming on the 29th, right? Tomorrow.
Yeah. So let me ask y'all a question. Was the bag available for pre-order, or was that link to get added to the email? Because when I clicked the link, it took me to be added to the address because I was ready to pre-order. Did anybody pre-order the bag?
Yeah, let us know in the
Because maybe I clicked the wrong link. Tell me if I did it wrong. Trees already got her bag, so it was the pre-order.
I thought Trees got her bag.
Okay, so it was all right. So I have to go back then. Then I must have clicked the wrong link, y'all. All right, well I'm gonna order mine today. Damn, I'm mad at myself.
Xavier, I want y'all to stop this one. And when Jacob finds out it's gonna drive him into the arms of Catherine, please don't. Let's let Cat be with his brother. Let's let Cat be with his brother.
I don't like that idea.
I don't either. So, okay. Yeah, I thought I saw that Trish got her bag.
I'm gonna get the so first I was gonna get the denim one, but I already have a denim purse. I'm gonna get the gray charcoal one. Because you can't never go wrong with a nice black bag that you can just match with everything. So that's the one I'm gonna order. But I'm mad because I really thought I must have clicked the wrong link, y'all. So I'm gonna do it when we get off of here.
Okay. Y'all know I don't do bags, so well, you know what I could buy it for.
Oh, that's what it was. It was the pre-sale. So Trees got hers during the pre-sale. So I have to wait till tomorrow to actually buy. Okay, I got it. So okay. That's so I did miss the window. Okay, so I must have missed the window to do the pre-sale. Got it. Okay. Well, I'll buy it tomorrow. Trees got the damn. Why y'all? I don't want to have the same one she got. But I
Oh
think
yeah, I forgot to mention that too. That Leslie was telling Eva to go for Tomas.
yeah, she did. She told her to go. She told her go get your man, honey. She said go get your man.
Tomas is. Y'all know how I feel about Tomas. No, 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 and no. But yeah, you guys. So I think that's everything. If we did miss anything, leave it in the leave it in the comment section because I think we hit it I think we said it this week. It was a okay week, but it was heavily focused on Doug, Vanessa, Joey, as well as um the other two that we don't care. Like this week was focused on people that we don't care about. Again. But yeah, that's it, you guys. So what you got coming up for the rest of the weekend? Really, I know you got I think somebody said it. Last night was the season finale of Heart and Host Houston, right?
Yeah. So tonight we're gonna do Miami. I'm gonna get Heart and Hustle Houston. We were trying to do the panel, but I don't know. We dropped the ball last week, so we'll probably just do both episodes and finish it out. And then and then Housewives on Tuesday. Yeah. Friday, I think next weekend the premiere of Bell Collective. So we'll get Bell Collective next week, and we're done with Ready to Love. Hallelujah. Hallelujah.
Praise the Lord.
Yes.
Ready to Love. Don't ever take a long gas break like that again.
They done got the trailer for Detroit. I'm like, y'all need to get on my. Y'all get on my nerves with this bullshit.
Oh, Xavier asked when we get a reason when you. Y'all know she reason. Really, B said she was considering canceling Hulu.
I think they talking about you.
I've already done mine.
Oh well, then I don't know what Xavier talking about.
Mine been up since Friday.
I haven't even watched the new episode, so
It was good.
I'm sure. I heard it's good now. I'm
Yeah,
sure it's good.
this season is actually really good. On Reasonable Doubt is probably the main reason that I'm keeping Hulu. Even though them bitches just said that they trying to go up on the prices next month.
They are going up on the prices. They trying to make y'all pay.
Fuck them.
Oh,
The minute that Reasonable Doubt goes
oh,
off, we might say just cancel it until it comes back again. Because everything else I watch it on television. Because Abbott comes back on this Wednesday. Yeah. Y'all know I love Abbott. That is my show. So I watch Abbott. I recorded on a DVR. I watch Abbott live, so I don't have to go to Hulu for some certain things. So no.
yeah. Xavier talking about some.
Don't you have the fires? They want you.
Xavier, I already had a whole conversation about this last week.
Yeah,
So something comes back next weekend. Maybe it's the Braxtons. I
Beth,
thought something came back next weekend, but
no,
maybe not. Whatever it is. Oh, Potomac. Shit. Potomac comes back next week.
Potomac come back next Sunday. So we got Bell Collective. So this
Yeah.
week, I know we got Salt Lake City. Now y'all have been asking about Salt Lake City panel. I can't speak on that. That'll be something that we can all talk about together. Who all watches Salt Lake City? I know me and you. Terrence watches Salt Lake City. Sakina. Scotty. That's 5. You know somebody that I watched and I love her review of Salt Lake City, Bonnie Scotch.
I haven't watched it, but I know Bonnie Scotch. I know you're talking about. I have to go check it out.
Because she pointed out something that I did not see. There was a black woman in the scene with Heather that was given.
That was in the back while they were at the restaurant. I did notice her. I noticed them because I was like, first, because the reason why I noticed because I was like, where they find a black lady at?
She was looking Heather up and down.
She really was. I did notice that.
I was screaming when I saw that. Is this for it can't be for no use because that's over. Y'all should do a bi-weekly panel if y'all can't do it weekly. Shit, y'all know that's what we do with Miami. That's bi-weekly or whenever the hell we can get it.
Y'all, I know y'all mean well, and I really love the fact that y'all love us. But
Yeah.
please understand, we do the best we can. If we can make it happen, we do. Y'all ask for a lot, and I appreciate. I really love the fact that y'all love it. But
Mhm.
look, y'all,
We be tired.
we have a
We
lot
have
going
lives.
on. We
Yeah, we
do
have
what we can. Y'all see, we could barely get Miami together. Y'all,
that
we do
was
the best we can, and I appreciate that y'all love it, but we do the best we can, y'all.
yeah.
And we have Potomac starting next
That's
week,
what I'm
which
about to
means
say. We got so much stuff coming. Y'all
yeah,
already
which
know.
means the whether you like it or
Yeah,
not panel is coming back. Y'all, we do the best we can.
yeah, so I mean, like I said, I'll I'm cool with it, but that's gonna be up to everybody else if if they can do it. And hell, y'all know I already got a book schedule too. Um, Salt Lake City, Abbott Elementary. I'm considering doing Bell Collective. The Braxton's coming back. Reasonable Doubt.
We got a lot.
Potomac.
Abbott, he does Abbott Elementary. I
Oh,
have Force coming back in November, y'all. These next three, y'all gonna have plenty of content
exactly. Y'all
over
gonna
the next
have us.
4 months from y'all favorite content creators. Y'all have Salt Lake City, y'all have Potomac, um, Bell Collective, the Braxtons, and then and this is just reality. This ain't scripted stuff. And then once we get done with Salt Lake City, y'all know they're gonna bring on Married to Medicine. Married to Medicine is done.
Yeah,
So
they
Married to Medicine is gonna come in probably the beginning of the year. And then Atlanta, they're filming Atlanta now. Atlanta's gonna probably come on right after Married to Medicine. Y'all gonna be good for the next 6 months. Y'all gonna be plenty of content for the next 6 months. The summer was dry for all of us. Trust me, my checks reflected it. I don't know about you, but my check reflected
yeah,
it. So the summer was dry for all of us, y'all. But y'all about to get sick of us. Y'all about to get sick of us. I promise.
yeah. So yeah, that's really all it. We got next week we'll be on Really Beast platform. And that's all we got. So yeah. Now also I do have to do Heart and Hustle Houston. I know I kind of lied and said it should be up today, but it probably won't be up today. It'll probably be up tomorrow.
Yeah, I got to do Hot and Hook because y'all know I'm about to watch football for the rest of the day. So y'all will get Miami this evening, but I haven't even watched the episode yet. So I'm
I,
gonna try my best to get Miami done this evening, so I at least have that taken care of. And then, if
Big
we
Brother
can't do Heart
finale
and
is tonight
Hustle,
too.
yeah, if I'll get my Heart and Hustle maybe tomorrow.
And then y'all know Big Brother's finale is tonight, so I just want to see who
I don't
wins.
even care.
I don't care. To be
I
honest,
just
I
don't.
don't care.
I think because who I know Ashley won part two of the
Yeah,
HOH.
he did.
I
So
don't know
it's
who won part one.
Morgan. So it's Morgan and Ashley in part three.
Oh, so Vince is fucked.
He is because Morgan said that she would on the fees that she would drop him. I know for a fact Ashley would.
Oh, Ashley's not taking Vince in any way, shape, or form.
Mm-mm. So yeah,
Yep. So I don't even care, honestly.
yeah, me either. I just want to
But
see.
we'll see. I mean, did you see Eva get her face cracked in her interviews though? Oh, that was hilarious.
It wasn't even an interview. Now, mind you, I haven't watched Big Brother since Rachel left, and it wasn't because of Rachel. Let me clear it. It was I do like Rachel. Y'all know I like Rachel, but it wasn't because of Rachel. I just didn't like that twist. I thought that twist was so stupid.
It was. I think they lost a lot of people with that twist.
It was the dumbest twist that I've ever. I was like, so she gets eliminated from a game. Like
Yeah.
this is Big Brother. You get evicted from the house.
That is the whole premise of the game.
So it was this because I would have felt the same way if it was anybody else as well. So
Yeah,
it
I agree.
wasn't.
And I think it made it worse that it was Rachel. Because look, I kept thinking it's not real. It's the twist. She's the mastermind. Like I kept trying to come up with all of these reasons. And I was like, no, I guess that's really what we're doing.
Yeah, and so that's when I dropped off. So, but I did see that Ava had been talking shit about Rachel, but what really cracked me up because I just see stuff on Twitter. When she got evicted last week, she made a joke and she laughed, and nobody laughed with her. I'm like, you're realizing you're not liked. Like, no, y'all know I didn't like her from the beginning. I could see right through her, and I realized what she was doing when she got in the house. She was trying to go, she was trying to have gifts of herself and be viral and also win
She wanted America. Yeah,
that
she wanted
American
America's
favorite.
favorite house because the longer she was in the house, the more I realized I don't think she's as quirky as she pretends to be. I think that's like her persona.
I was like, she's trying to win America's favorite, and that's not how you win it. You win America's favor just by being yourself. Hell, I heard people were voting for Keanu. I was like, why would y'all vote for him? He was the worst player. Keanu sucks. Great.
Not only that, but when you talk about America's favorite player, like a lot of like they said he wasn't a nice person. They said a lot of that stuff didn't get shown on the show, but they were like he was really nasty and disrespectful to how he talked to people, which is part of the reason why people didn't like him.
But yeah, you guys. So that's it. We're gonna get off of here. Y'all know we do this every now. Depend on the day. Y'all know it's either Saturday or Sunday. Y'all will see us for Beyond the Gates next week, and we're gonna get off here, and we will catch y'all in the next one, y'all. So keep an eye out for everything we got coming up. Now, I'm not gonna tell you guys that I'm gonna do Miami. We may just, do the reunion and leave it at that. That's all I gotta say. But yeah, bye y'all.
Bye.